In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the local customs and traditions in Ohio, particularly those custom to the Akron area. Hi, this is Erin Johnson, founder of Outstanding Ohio and Realtor with eXp Realty. I was born and raised and have lived my whole life here in Northeast Ohio. I've created these videos to share my love and knowledge of all things Ohio to help you understand that it truly is an outstanding place to live. If you're thinking about moving to the Akron or Canton area, I would love to help you find the perfect place for you to call home. I have helped many out-of-state buyers relocate to this area and would love to help you too. Give me a call at 330-227-4355 so we can get started. And here's your Outstanding Ohio video. Ohio is a diverse state with a rich cultural heritage that has several unique local customs and traditions. And in this video, I'm going to give you a few examples of some of those, particularly those common to the Akron area. And we're going to start by talking about buckeyes. So Ohio is known as the Buckeye State because our state tree is the buckeye tree. And the buckeye tree produces a nut that is dark with a lighter colored center, and it looks like a deer's eye, and so that's why they call it a buckeye. And there's really two things that I associate with buckeyes, and one is the candy and two is the Ohio State Buckeyes. So the candy is a peanut butter filling with chocolate, dipped in chocolate with an opening left open to make it look like that buckeye, and it's delicious. So those are pretty common in Ohio. And then Ohio State, their mascot is the Buckeyes. So students and alumni alike will refer to themselves as Buckeyes as it relates to Ohio State. So that's in sporting events and go Buckeyes and things like that. So that's where you'll hear a lot about Buckeyes in the state of Ohio. Speaking of sports, Ohio has a strong sports culture, and supporting local professional sports is another tradition in the area. People all across Ohio do root for the Ohio State Buckeyes, but then in Northeast Ohio, you've got the Cleveland Browns football team, the Cleveland Cavaliers basketball team, the Cleveland Guardians baseball team, the Cleveland Monsters minor league hockey team, and then you've got minor league baseball teams in the Akron Rubber Ducks and the Lake Erie Captains. A few things that I want you to know about sports in Ohio, though. One, Ohioans are irrationally optimistic about the Cleveland Browns. Every year, this is going to be the year, they're going to be so great, and somehow they go out and they screw it up. They fumble on a play, they lose their quarterback, somebody gets hurt. Somehow they manage to not do great, and yet fans keep selling out, going tailgating, filling up the dog pound, and rooting for their Cleveland Browns like they are going to go to the Super Bowl, which hasn't happened in years and years and years. So just know that about Cleveland Browns fans. Two, Michigan is a bad word. Otherwise known as the team up north, they are the biggest rivals of Ohio State, and people don't like to talk about Michigan in Ohio. And we also hate Pittsburgh, particularly the Steelers. So know that about Ohio sports. The third thing that you need to know is you need to be prepared to shout I-O whenever you hear the letters OH. So it's kind of a rallying cry, a lot around Ohio State, but sometimes just across the state, or if you meet somebody from another state and they know you're from Ohio, they may say OH and they're expecting you to say I-O. So OH, I-O. Staying on the topic of sports, the Akron Marathon is a major sporting event that brings together runners from around the region and actually around the world. Participants race through Akron's scenic streets, their neighborhoods. It really showcases Akron's beauty and community support. They offer a marathon, a half marathon, and a marathon relay race. So runners come out for all of those races, and people along the marathon route, if they have houses along the marathon route or they just show up to support, they'll have parties, they'll have bands, music, they'll give out popsicles, they'll set up sprinkler stations and just cheer the runners on. I think over 100,000 people show up to cheer on these runners. So it's a really fun time to be a runner. It's a fun race to run, but also it's a fun thing to support in the city of Akron. That generally happens the last Saturday in September, and it's sometimes referred to as the Blue Line race. So you'll actually see some of the Akron streets with a blue line painted on them, and that's how you'll know that the race is coming through your neighborhood potentially. I mean, these things don't wear off, so you'll see the blue line all year long. And it really is one of the top mid-sized marathons in the country and a great event in Akron. Another sports-related thing in the Akron area is Firestone Country Club. It's located in Akron, and it's a renowned golf destination that's hosted prestigious golf tournaments such as the PGA Tour's Bridgestone Invitational. Although that tournament is no longer played there, it's still an esteemed place to play for golf enthusiasts. And another Akron sports tradition is the Soapbox Derby. Akron is known as the home of the Soapbox Derby. The All-American Soapbox Derby it's a gravity racing event. It's founded in Akron in 1934, and it's since become an iconic tradition in the city. Every year in July, participants come from around the country and the world to gather in Akron to compete in the Derby, showcasing their creativity and engineering skills. Now let's talk about Akron and rubber. Akron has a strong connection to the rubber industry, and its history is deeply intertwined with rubber manufacturing. Therefore, the city has earned its nickname, the Rubber City. You have Firestone Tire, General Tire, BF Goodrich, and Goodyear Tire. All were founded in Akron. And Goodyear Tire and Rubber is still headquartered in Akron. And then Bridgestone, which purchased Firestone in 1988, has a tire innovation center and a race tire manufacturing plant in Akron. So it's still very much a big part of the city. And speaking of rubber, we need to talk about the Goodyear blimp. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company operates the famous Goodyear blimp, and you can see it, an iconic symbol of Akron, often seen flying over the city during major events and sporting events. And some lucky locals have had the opportunity to ride in it, including myself, which was a lot of fun. Totally switching gears here, we're going to talk about Amish country. So there's parts of Ohio, particularly in the northeastern and central regions, where you can find Amish communities. And the Amish people maintain a traditional and simple way of life, emphasizing self-sufficiency, humility, and strong family values. So you can actually visit Amish country and go to their restaurants and visit the Amish-owned businesses. I think there's some places where you can take some tours and learn more about their culture and experience the unique customs and crafts of the community. They're very well known for their furniture. They make high-quality furniture. Their restaurants are great, a lot of great home cooking and bakery items. I love the cheese place when we go to Amish country. So that's a unique, fun thing to do, not too far away from Akron. And then we're going to talk about, to kind of wrap things up a little bit, some of the phrases that are common in our area that you might not have where you may be from. So one of them is, oh, so, or let me squeeze by you. So like you kind of bump into somebody and you might just be like, oh, and then kind of the response sometimes is you're good. Like instead of saying, they may say they're sorry or something, it's just like, you're good. Another one is pop. So, our carbonated beverages in Akron are known as pop, not soda, not Coke. We call it pop. Another one that's kind of unique, I think, is called the Devil Strip. So that is the plot of land between the sidewalk and the street. I think it was once upon a time kind of figured like the no man's land, and so they called it the Devil Strip. Some people call it the tree lawn, and I think that, I think there's debate about whether that was started in Akron, but it definitely seems to be a popular term in Akron. We have a local newspaper called the Devil Strip, which may not still be in existence, I'm not sure, but you may hear that term from time to time. Another one is sweeper, which people use to refer to the vacuum cleaner as a sweeper. And then the last one, kind of a local dialect thing, is we tend to give directions in time increments instead of mileage or time from a major city. So, where is it? It's 20 minutes from Cleveland, it's 15 minutes from Akron, it's 10 minutes away, rather than talking about miles. That tends to be kind of an Akron thing, I believe. And then two more things I'm going to mention about Akron customs and traditions. One is Swenson's. It's a local drive-in restaurant that has really good hamburgers. I like their grilled cheese personally, milkshakes, but you drive your car in and they come out to the car and take your order and then bring your food out to the car. So that's a fun local favorite place to go. And then the last one is the card game of euchre. So euchre is a popular game that's played with 4 people, and it's not uncommon for there to be euchre tournaments at family reunions or parties. College kids play it and so forth. And I learned that it's really kind of an Ohio, Michigan thing, that it's super popular to play euchre. Not that nobody doesn't play it anywhere else, but it seems to be people in Akron area, most of them are going to know how to play euchre, and were kind of raised on playing euchre at family parties and things like that. So that's just a little glimpse of some of the local customs and traditions unique to the Akron area in Northeast Ohio. As I was picking out my shirt to wear today, I thought, oh, this is a great one, because this shirt lists a lot of the kind of local things to Akron, and I didn't get to mention all of them, but I think that gives you a flavor of some of the unique aspects to Akron and some of our local customs and traditions. Thank you for watching my video. If you are planning to move to Northeast Ohio, please give me a call. I've helped many buyers like you find the perfect neighborhood and house to call home, and I would love to help you too. Check out my other videos about real estate and living in Northeast Ohio on my YouTube channel, and if you like it, please click subscribe so you can be notified as new content is available. If you do live in Ohio or are planning to move here, check out my Facebook group called Outstanding Ohio, where I highlight the people, places, and things that make Ohio great, and it's a great opportunity to meet and engage with other outstanding Ohioans. Thank you.